find a way to run from the city of the sun. You could have stayed, it's only over when the day is done. I never knew you was a runner, yeah. I mistook you for a son. It don't matter what we think when it's all over. 'Cause this is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah. This is our last chance to leave it all behind. Raise your voice and raise your power, yeah.
Archie, is it fun?
Fun.
Fun.
After me. Ready? Happy?
Happy.
New?
New?
New.
Was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times through colored glass, time rolls on enough to let me move on past, but every little now and then it creeps on back to shape my smile.
Alright, so today is February 25th and it's 3:30 a.m. Alright, welcome new subscribers. 557 over here, and I think over here I see 558, so something is not right. When they don't match, something is not right. Alright, so yesterday afternoon, I think around 12 p.m., I did a small recording on my phone. I wanted to do it while I was walking outside, but because I had the mask on, I couldn't speak properly, so I waited until I come back. So I'll insert that audio here so I don't have to make a different video. So today is February 24th, and it's about, close to 12:54 p.m. Just came from outside. It's been a while since I've been outside, because, I keep that isolation very seriously. But today I had to go. But while I was walking, a couple things came to mind. First of all, come spring, some of you may not see, I may not create as many videos as you guys are seeing right now, because I'm going to be getting up and go for walks and things like that. Because that usually refresh my mind and get that little exercise and things like that. Not jogging. I'm not a jogging person. But if somebody's running after me, that's a different story. All right, so that's the first thing. And while I was, the place that I had to go to, I had to pick up a form because I have to take my kids on Friday there. So I didn't want, when I'm there with the kids, they have to sit around while I'm filling out forms and stuff like that. So I told them, I'm going to come and pick up the forms and I'll fill it out at home. So when I come in on Friday with the kids, you just take the kids and I hand you guys the paper. So I saw all those people behind the counter and all of that with their mask, and I really feel for them. And this is why I don't go out that much, because I can't stand the mask. I had mask on for just that few minutes I was out there. I couldn't stand it. And then when I look at these workers behind the counter being there for God knows how long with a mask on all day, I got a feel for them. I felt it for them. I've actually told one of them, wow, I really feel for you for having that mask all day and things like that. That's two. Number three, on my way home, I passed by the library, and it's closed. It's closed right now due to the pandemic. And it got me thinking also, because around this time, they usually, when my kids were young, I will take them to the library. They have like different activities for them. They have music. They have little activities. They could be they're reading stories for them, or they have story time and puppeteer, you name it. They have it for the kids to pretty much interact with each other. And as I was walking there, and I was like, I really feel for those kids now whose parents probably at work, and I see some of them with their sitters in the park, and they can't really interact with other people. And one of the things that worried me when I had my kids at a young age is for them to interact with other kids, to learn how to behave with other kids, not to be like a freaking animal, or everything is mine, and then when they go to school they don't know, they even behave worse. Okay, so that crossed my mind because the library is closed, and I have a lot of books at home that needs to be returned to the library, and I don't even know how to submit it, because some people just leave the books outside the door and not thinking who's gonna pick them up, how the weather's gonna be to mess up the book. So I held on to it until I know how to give it to them back properly in good condition. That's that. The other thing is, as I was walking also, I was thinking about Harry and William. The fact that some of their charities, especially William and Kate's charity, are closing up. And this morning, it's not in my recording, but I saw that one of them, the Cambridges, made some sort of a donation to some sort of a charity. And that crossed my mind while I was walking to say, you know what? The same way Harry said when he first met Meghan, he had to up his game.
I was beautifully surprised when I walked into that room and saw her, and there she was sitting there. I was like, okay, well, I really have to up my game. I have to sit down and and make sure I've got a good chat.
So Meghan came with her spirit finger pretty much to make everybody up their game. So having said that, knowing that huge contribution or that help that Harry and Meghan did for the Texas charity, and it was all over the news, and then for the other ones to piggyback on that, made some sort of a donation, whether it's true or not, I don't know. But I thought of all those people who are being suffered from their lack of interest into helping those charities, meaning the Cambridges, not really focus on helping those charities to stay open, and all those people they are impacting. And for them, meaning the Cambridges or any of the other royals besides Harry, I think they just take these patronages like a chess piece, or to have something to say to people, oh, I have such and such amount of patronages and this and that, but they don't really care that much for the patronages. And for me, what I'm thinking is those people who are being helped by those patronages that really bothers me a little bit, because I could feel like, if I was in the UK, let's say, for instance, the library, for instance, that's closed right now, if my kids needed the help, some of the things that the libraries were doing, I'll be furious. So instead of focusing on the competition between the royals, so I think the squad's already doing it. pretty much prop up the Sussexes, cheer them up and make them do better. I think some of the cheering that we're doing for them actually inspire them a little bit more to know that we appreciate that what they are doing. Okay, when they know they have a group of people behind them, backing them up with some of the work, it encourages them, it inspires them to do even more. All right, so the squad, we need to continue doing that. Now, the ripple effect of that, not only Harry doing the work and helping charities, now the other royals who wants that a little bit sprinkle of that spotlight, it also inspired them to do something, whatever it may be. All right, so I'm not gonna be the one who's gonna cheer them up. My job is to cheer up the Sussexes, make them continue doing it. And then for the other one, if they want a little sprinkle of Harry and Meghan's positive impact onto the world, they have to keep up. So, yeah, and I really feel bad for those people who needed those charities that those idiots or patronage of and not even caring for it. So I hope some of the things that Harry and Meghan are doing will actually push them to do some work. All right, it's like it popped them. He popped them. Harry and Meghan popped him up to do more. The same way Meghan popped up, pretty much upped Harry's game to do more. Maybe the Sussexes is pretty much the Cambridges have to up their game. All right, the standard of the Sussexes, they have to reach it. All right, I don't know. These came to mind while I was walking, and I pick up my phone to record it while I was walking, and I was like, oh damn, that damn mask! I won't be able to record it properly on my phone. So I was like, I hope I remember when I get home. I hope I remember when I get home. So I took a shower and I said, let me record it. And then, some of you really like my way of thinking. I'm not saying I'm a genius or anything like that. Like some of the things that I'm putting out, and I realize some of you don't mind listening to them. So I'm sharing that with you. So our job, the squad, is to continue doing what we are doing. Cheer on the Sussexes. That way, the Cambridges could up their game. Okay? Because the whole point of charity, it's not a game. It's not like a board game where the royals are taking it as some sort of a game. There are real people that are being affected. Like for instance, Wellchild, I will still do what sometimes I do because I see the work that Harry have shown me that they do. So I'm not gonna how will I say that? I will still continue do what I usually do, like sometimes watch their YouTube channel for them to have make some income out of the channel and stuff like that. I'll still be doing that. And also I was thinking of editing my intro, and I was like, no, that's a bit selfish kind of way because I'm gonna leave my intro as is. I've already asked some of you guys before they took away Harry and Meghan patronages and stuff like that. I thank God I asked those questions before those issues popped up. Some of you are fine with the way the intro is, so I felt like before I think last Friday when the Queen took away Harry and Meghan's patronages, I was like, oh, I'm gonna cut them out because they no longer represent them. But today as I was walking, I was like, no, there's real people they affect. They affect a lot of real people behind it. And instead of me focusing of the game the royals are playing with those patronages, not Harry and Meghan, but the others, So yeah, let me know what you think. And if you have any specific issues of what I said, remember the timestamp is very important because I really don't want to hear myself again. Usually when I hear myself watching those videos again, I just want to delete them, to tell you the truth. All right. So that's why at the moment, in the heat of the moment when I record them, that's the moment for it. After that, I feel like, oh, why did I say that and whatever. So leave us a timestamp with whatever issues or any other videos that I have. Put a timestamp and let me know what you're referring to in the comment section. All right. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So that's that. So now let's go on Twitter, see what's going on. Okay, so I didn't bookmark anything. So let's see here. So usually when things like that happen, I waste time. Okay, 11. At least we start on a good note. 11 days till March 7. You ready, Sussex squad? 66 likes, 6 retweet, and 4 comment. Ah, there they are. I knew they were and GIFs. There they are. Ready, steady, go. I think yesterday I actually catch up with my sleep. Once I got back from outside, took a shower, and I was knocked out pretty much. And every now and then my youngest was waking me up for me to help him. All right, let's see here. The Daily Mail print circulation has fallen to its lowest since the peak of the COVID-19 crisis in April. It averaged 960,019 copies in January, an 18% drop year on year. The Mail overtook the Sun in May 2020 and has since consolidated its lead. Okay, so I'm not gonna click here because, for 9,600, it's average. Okay, so people still reading them. So, all right, let's see here. All right, I don't see media types on social media begging people to buy their news. That's all I saw part of last year. But lately, I haven't seen it unless people haven't been posting on my I get timeline. Okay, it's the new normal. The drop is also less dramatic than last year, I think. Dramatic. All right, so see when things like that keeps. All right, let's see here. Breaking via CNN. A close ally of House Republican Majority Telegram. Okay, I think I know what this is. All right, let me see if I had. Okay, I'm not seeing a lot. Okay, let me see something. Notification. All right, what's this? 1 minute ago, exactly this. Okay, that was so good. Give it a listen. Harry and Meghan reject the royal pyramid scheme of class construction and the royals, and a strikingly ironic move to prove how they really aren't reading the room. Will soon be using the celebration of the Commonwealth to pop up this failed scheme. All right. What is that? Let's see here. Okay. I'm lost here. Okay. Oh, so that's some of the thing I already showed. That's from James O'Brien, revealed the most insightful commentary on Harry and Meghan. All right. This I've shown before. So glad to have more people listen. Yeah. All right. So who is she? Okay. All right, let's see this. Okay, in Jesus' mighty name, amen. That's from Royal Pen Girl. Father God, thank you for the many acts of charity you continue to do through Meghan and Harry. May they be a beacon of hope for all in need. Matthew 25:40. Quote, truly I said, whatever you do for the least of my brothers, you do to me. Silence Meghan and Harry enemies and help the homeless, hungry. Amen. All right, Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He restores my soul. He guides me in path of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the way of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Ooh, that is powerful. There they are. Harry and Meghan. Okay, let's see. This look a little bit blurry. Okay, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. Divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love, for it is giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. All right, St. Francis of Assisi. Oh, okay, this one is much better. Okay, prayer for homeless, quote, men, women, and children, end quote. Precious Holy Spirit, I come to you with a broken heart for all our brothers and sisters in Christ who are living with no security, no shelter, and no safety from outside world. Please be with all the men, women, and children in our world who are homeless. Give them extra warmth, peace, and guidance like only heaven can send. Let angels hold their hand at all time, ease their worries, and provide opportunities for a better life. Give them hope where there is no hope, and provide wisdom as they work through their trials. Lord, let them know they are loved. Pray for and for your precious children who will never be forgotten. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. All right, all these are pretty good. All right, next tweet. British jealousy and envy stretch from the highest halls of Buckingham Palace to Westminster, all the way to the man on the street. How the heck can a society function like this? That's another way of saying it. I mean, I've seen this, and I think I've mentioned different branches of that on different videos, but reading it this way, it brings a really another perspective of things. That is true. You probably will still see people, let's say I'm just saying just out of my head here. You probably, you know what, let me not say it because, never been over there. Let me read some comment. I can't and things are going to get worse. A hungry people will eventually eat the rich. That jealousy, my goodness. It can't, it is barely hanging on. Really? So there's probably some people on the UK. It can't, and that is why England is such a dramatic, toxic mess at the moment. Wow. Let's hope British humble a lot of them. That is true, because they got themselves out of the EU. Let's see. It will be a disaster, but it will blame on EU. These people don't know self-reflection. That's another thing too. My goodness, people are seeing them for who they are. Majority of them, not all. It's a very toxic society. Okay, it doesn't. All right, let's see. Time will tell. Some of us will be able to witness it. Others may not get the chance to. Time will tell, though. Okay, next tweet. The UK made money off Harry and Meghan, and now they are pissed that they left and are able to be successful without them. It's not just the press and their events, but income straight into the economy, and now they've gone British and broke. They are scrambling. People are saying that was another tweet. All right, 128 like, 20 retweet, and 1 comment. Let's see what the comment says here. Oh, there's more to it. That's from this, so I'll go to that. And this one has 41 like. All right, let me finish with this. Who respond to that? Okay, this is such an important point. Even the world media that will no longer book hotel and spend money on the UK covering Harry and Meghan engagements and chasing tabloid narratives. Okay, let's see this one. This one is the one who retweeted. Okay, I don't understand why UK establishment cares about Harry and Meghan's business. Okay, yeah, I came across something like that. Maybe I'll check my bookmark, see if I bookmark anything. Okay, Spotify defend multi-million-pound Harry and Meghan podcast deal. Okay, Spotify had defended its multi-million podcast deal with the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, insisting the pair will boost revenue. All right, that's from Standard UK. Okay, so that's where all of those retweets probably came from. I read this and I read that. Okay, British jealousy and envy. Okay, that's the one I read also. So that's where some of the comment came from. Okay, some Brits are like jealous and obsessed exes. All right, creepy stalkers. Exactly. All right, get out of this. Okay, the biggest difference between a song and a podcast, other than obviously its length, is that you can stick and add into the middle of a song, it makes sense that podcast will generate more income than a song. Okay, they want other artists whose content is on Spotify to scream against the injustice and turn against the Sussexes. That's not gonna happen. No one with common sense will do that, as contracts will be broken. That's, yeah, and no one will dare. I'm telling anyone who dare touch Harry and Meghan, people's gonna dig in their closet. Okay, they hate her so much they can't think that many steps ahead. I've said this before. I've said they only think of the now, of the right now. And the thing is, on top of that, is that all of the thing that's going on right now, it's things is the hate they generate in their heads and their own mind. Okay, and because they keep on repeating it, and they think it's true. And then when reality strikes, and they realize it's not that at all. And this is reality's talking to them right now. Okay? They can't stand it that nobody's seeing their nonsense. This is why they were doing all those negative tabloid. They wanted to feed it on the people. And the people were saying, no, I'm rejecting that. Look at America, for instance. What Trump was trying to do, bringing hate, dividing. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's still the division within the society in America. But majority of the people reject Trump's kind of vision. Okay? I've said the US was heading in the same direction as the UK. The difference is the people of America rejected the idea Trump was trying to feed on them. A lot of them bought it. There's still a lot of them who's going for it. But I've pointed out, okay, look at the Lincoln Project. Look at some of my old videos. A lot of them rejected Trump ideas. Okay, I've put clips of some of those people who popped out on the Lincoln Project who were Republican, white Republican. Okay, I even said, oh my God, some of their reasoning is it's out of this world, but I'll take it for the fact that they rejected Trump. But the idea is the reason why that they rejected Trump. I was like, oh my God. Because some of them come out, because one word Trump said that has to do with the Bible, they reject Trump for that. But yet, the little underlying hatred is still there. But, I've said this. And just go back to some of my old videos. I pointed things that I was seeing. Okay? They band together and said, no, this is not what we want, and we don't like that idea that Trump is trying to feed onto people. But yet their reasoning had a huge question mark to me. I laugh at it and I point some of them out. There's many. Go on YouTube, go check Lincoln Project or something and look at some of the videos before the elections. Okay, you'll see some of them come out and I'm like, oh my goodness. But okay, I'll take it. You rejected Trump. Okay, I'll take it. But your reasoning is still stupid to me, but I'll take it. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let me continue. This is human rights breach that deserve a legal response. Harry and Meghan are not UK property. Okay, you also right. The bloody UK son of a... Okay, let's see. There is to me an intense campaign to destroy them, and at the helm of that is William, because quite frankly, they have the power to call off the UK dog press, and they have not. He, meaning will disavow racism faced by football players, but not his brother's wife. It's dark stuff, very. Yeah, it's very dark. This is why people don't even buy his nonsense. Okay? Nobody bought his nonsense. If he was consistent with his kind of ideal and where he stands, and he had a backbone, a core value, maybe people will take it for what it is. But no, he's just going with the flow. All right. I mean, I'm telling you, I think the Queen is the only one who's holding the country. But once she's done, he has nothing to... there will be no UK. The division is going to be there. And I've said this before, as crazy as this may sound, it seems like it's only Harry who probably will put UK together. All right. And then a little bit at a time, some of the hypnotism that was being imposed on some of the UK citizens is starting to come off. They're seeing the light a little bit at a time. Okay, exactly. Remember the private jet stunt that William and Kate put on trying to make Harry look bad? He also worked with the media against Meghan. At least that's what the Sunday Times said. All right, whenever I hear things about him working against the media, I think of that article I stumble upon, you know, by I don't know. I just click it randomly. I was searching for something else. Someone had mentioned on Twitter, and I went to look it up. I think it was a name, someone who worked for secretary for what's his name for Charles. But upon looking it up, I stumbled on the article, and pretty much they trained him to work with the media, and it's so sad that Princess Diana had to die so young because Princess Diana was already showing him these things. Don't do this. Don't walk this way. Don't walk the path your daddy is going to. But Charles doesn't know any better. Okay, they never taught Charles the right way. I mean, if he had stood up for, you know what, let's read. All right, this is Sunday, April 21st, 2019, the Sunday Time. Okay, this sense of embattlement has been entrenched by William's decision to reach out to senior figures in the media as he prepared for kingship, and by the apparent decision of those same newspapers to side with the palace over Meghan and Harry by peddling the most negative coverage of the Duchess' relationship with her father, Thomas Markle. Quote, Harry sees that as part of the headwinds against him, end quote, as a friend said. I mean, we read this so many times. I think this might be the first time where I come across it, where I actually see the date. All right, where it come from. When people are putting screenshot, they usually put just this part here. Just the wording, but now where it come from. Okay, so that's from the Sunday Times, Sunday, April 21st, 2019. All right, let's see here. They're addicted to them. They can't resist them, just like Megxit and trolls who obsess with Meghan 24/7. Okay, if it was any other royal, it would be fine. In fact, Beatrice or Eugene had a podcast at one point. See, I didn't know that. Okay, I can't remember the name or when they had it, but I swear they did. Okay. Someone responded, yep, I discovered yesterday that Princess Anne make a lot of private money and is still using her title. They really hate the Sussexes. Oh my Lord. But the thing is that what does people are trying to do, like the people who in the UK who hate Meghan, is that they're trying to feed it to the public. It's the same thing. When I'm in the public, luckily I caught that. Usually when I'm editing, I realize my mistake. But I said to the public, not the public, to the world outside of the UK. All right, that's what I mean. They're trying to feed that outside of the UK for people to see it the same way that they're seeing it. But the world are not buying it. They're seeing the hypocrite for who they are. Okay? Wow, is this the royal family using the government to get information on the Sussex's business dealing that they are not entitled to? This just seems wrong. It's exactly bizarre and unhealthy. So that's probably something within the article. I have to check the article. Okay, this is where I'm at. How many more? I know some of you like me when I read the comments. Oh, then I just highlight the thing. What happened? All right, let's see here. Okay, establishment. Okay, monarchy. Okay, the UK establishment is afraid. Okay, I'm right. The UK establishment is afraid, and so is the royal family. Harry and Meghan have done so well in just a year. If the young royals growing up see how successful their Uncle Harry is leaving the royal family, it may inspire them to live and try their hand at a little outside of the monarchy. The difference is that they have to have a personality of their own. Someone within their group have to pick their head out, okay, to say this is wrong. But the thing is that all of them see the same way, the same thing. So they're going to have a huge problem, personality problem, because they all are the same within that group. From the beginning, Harry's head was picking out of the group. was peeking out, saying, as he peeked his head out of the, think of a crowd, all of them same level. Okay, when you're at the same level, you could never see a stage. Let's say you're at a concert, everybody's the same height. Okay, same height, and then there's a stage, same level. Okay, if you're all the way in the back, out of the crowd of the same height, and you probably will hear what they're saying due to the speakers and stuff like that, but you won't be able to see the stage. You have to stand on something to pick your head up, all right, to outshine the others, okay, to be able to see what's in front. But all of them are at the same level. They don't see anything different. They see the same thing. So Harry was picking his head out from the get-go. He was seeing the stage. He was seeing what they were teaching him was completely wrong. Okay? So it will be hard for the young royals to see something different. Let's say, for instance, William's kids, for instance. If Carol Middleton and their grandparents is teaching them something different outside of the royal, maybe they will see something different. But the way, it would be hard for me to say, okay, they might go differently. But when you look at what's her name, Kate, for instance. I mean, she became submissive the second, or not even the second she met William, but she was being trained to be submissive. So I don't know. It will be hard for any of them, but I wish them well. All right, I had to bring that point out. Okay, I thought it was over taxes, but it seems to be over underpaying at Spotify Music. Strange article. All right, someone is bringing some stuff out of the article, which has nothing to do with the Sussexes. Okay, they have boring newspapers to sell. Boring? You are too kind. You are too kind for even said boring newspapers. Okay, I guess, okay, that's in French. Wow, the power of Harry and Meghan. The couple no longer live in the UK yet are the focus of a British government select committee. Seems there's nothing else of importance going on in the middle of the pandemic, worst economic situation in 300 years. So much for the irrelevant couple. So, am I missing something here? Are they tapping the same, okay, I'm assuming here, humble opinion, are the royals tapping on government official to talk to Spotify? Is that what I'm seeing here? So which means they're doing the same thing that they did with the Netflix thing. They crowd out foul, and then Netflix was ignoring them, and then they tap into the government elected officials. I think they call them PM, person of parliament members or something like that, to talk to Netflix, and Netflix had the same answer to them. Is that what's going on here? Is karma moving this quick for me? Okay, if that's so, if this is the way that I'm seeing it, I like the way it's going, because it skip certain episode to me. I'm not gonna name it. It skipped an episode. It went straight to as recently as couple months ago. That's good. I love the way karma is working. Okay, UK business economy. UK suffers biggest the drop in economic output in 300 years. Gloomy outlook for early 2021 after pandemic. Savages economy, but hopes raised for spring recovery. Okay, so don't get me wrong. The US would have been going the same way. Look at how Trump removed the US and a lot of stuff. And then the kind of deal Trump was making with other countries, like China, for instance, is like, what the hell? But the US people band together and said, no, this is not a healthy way of moving forward. Okay, so the UK is gonna be on its own. So what I think was probably in the book to band the US and the UK to put together, they were gonna be teaming up together in their savage way of dealing. Okay, this is why the UK got out of the EU, the Britex, and then the US was signing out of the deal, climate change kind of thing, and we move out of a lot of deals that the US got bent together. But he got himself out, and as soon as Biden got in and put the U.S. right back in there. All right, so the UK is gonna be by themselves on this. All right, pretty much the U.S. left them hanging. And one of the tweets that I was reading, I think yesterday, for instance, one of the tweets said something like, "This is the first time the U.S. and the UK are not on the same page," which is true. But they were gonna go the same direction. It's just the people stood in the online amidst of the pandemic and said, "No, we don't want that." Okay, we then get hypnotized by their BS. All right, and as I'm speaking here, I'm thinking of that this police who pushed that old man and where he hit his head on the ground. I'm still wondering what happened to this guy, to this old man. All right, one, they want to destroy them. Period. They won't succeed though. Meaning that the UK wants to destroy the Sussexes pretty much. And here they won't succeed, meaning whoever is trying to destroy the Sussexes. Okay, there is Andrew and all the other pedo relatives. Above that, there was Edward, who pandered with Nazi. Though Sean, they did not try to destroy him. The British royal family is the mascot for white supremacy. So how dare Meghan and Harry walk away? Yep, they wanted to use them as a punching bag. Okay, they want to undermine them. Whatever deals they are making or want to make in the future, they want to manipulate to the couple can fail. It's strategic and dangerous. I hope the couple is aware of this and protect themselves. Duh, they know that. That's why they left. Luckily, okay, they saw that minor. I mean, even though it's not minor, but it was starting. Okay, they took it from the beginning, the foundation of their hateful kind of thing, and then they left. So anybody who signed deal with Meghan and Harry will have to see the couple for who they are and what they stand for, not what other people's telling them what Meghan and Harry are. All right, because right now they stood on their own foundation. They're creating their own foundation. People have to see them for who they are, not what people's telling them. Okay, they see their work, they see what their hands on kind of thing, all of this. All right, next week. It's creepy and bullying from the government. Also, remember, Hollywood wasn't interested in the play soldiers or the York who have tried to break into the film industry. I'm thinking of art and production, for instance. Harry and Meghan has the talent, vision, and the know-how to accomplish their deals. That is why. And one thing that I see that's really, it's like a glove fitting into a hand, is that I think I've mentioned it on old videos where I think I was talking with in the Tyler Perry video or the Oprah video where I mentioned that. I'll put the screenshot of those two videos, and people sort of hate on me on that, and I truly believe that is that Harry and Meghan, they both individually have some very, very strong stuff within them, where Meghan knows the Hollywood industry and how it works and the ins and out. Okay, and the strong part for Harry is he knows how to run a foundation, meaning the like Santa Bali and the Invictus. These are some two powerful organizations that Harry created. So he is very strong on that. And then that's how Archwell sort of collide Hollywood and organization. Okay, so Harry and Meghan are like hand and glove. Whatever they put their heads together, each one of them is gonna fill the other, and what needs to be put in certain things. Harry may come with an idea, and then Meghan will put her input in terms of social media and how Hollywood will take it, that kind of thing. Because Meghan is very strong in that. I wasn't following her when she had the TIG and all of, when she had all her social media platform, when she was in suit and things like that. But from what I've heard from the other Sussex squads, okay, she was very strong into social media. All right? So Meghan is good at that. So when it comes to organization, this is Harry's strong part here. So when you put them together, it's magic. Okay? It's a force to deal with. All right? I've said this before, and some of them, when people starting noticing my channel, people were telling me, no, why I'm being so negative. But it's the truth. That's how I saw it. I couldn't put it any other way to cater to anybody who was bashing me in the comment section. That's how I saw it. That's not bashing. That's just the truth. All right? And I think at some point I said some stuff in terms of education and stuff like that. But Harry has some very strong aspect of him that Meghan doesn't have. All right? This is what it is. All right, next tweet before I go off course here. Damn, I was saying I didn't bookmark a lot, but those comments are making me saying a lot. All right, the UK. So the UK taxpayers and the royal family said they want to support Harry and Meghan if they quit being working royal. They found a way to make a living, paying their own way, and now they're trying to destroy it. Yeah, that's the part. This is something that the UK public need to put in their brain and to see that. All right, is that taxpayer money is going into throwing those hate mongering out into the world. Okay, if elected officials are putting head together with the royal family to bash Meghan, you gotta say, wait a second, why am I electing these people to represent me, and this is where the energy is going on to? All right, so it's that triangle. Similar is that triangle. This is the triangle of how the UK society work. Forget the way the Sussex Squad article. This is another version of it. All right, the triangle of how a country work. No, not how the country. How the UK work. All right, and the US, for instance, before I get into it, you have the way the government work. You have 3 branches of the government. You got the House, the Senate, and the executive. Okay, and the judiciary, government, and all of that. Okay, the House and the Senate is one. Okay, they have to work together, and then you have the judiciary, which is the Supreme Court, and the executive, which is the, how do you call this? The presidency. All right, which become the 3 triangle. And the UK, on the other hand, the way the UK government seems to work, you guys could correct me, that's from outside, I'm looking in my humble opinion. You got the public, okay, the people, and then you got the elected officials, which the people elected, and then you have the monarch. So the people, this is something, a reflection that the British people need to really reflect on. All right, when they go vote, are their energy, the people they elected, or their energy is to go against them, their voices, for them to just align with the British monarch to spew negativity out there. That it seems like those 2 branches here. I'm gonna leave the public out of this until I see they elect someone when election comes and how they vote, pretty much. So right now, this is a question mark the British public have to put. Okay, I'm suffering here. I don't have money to pay my bill, whichever they are. Okay, I'm just doing some random stuff here. All right, and instead of focusing on me, meaning the public, to make sure I have a roof over my head, I have food, shelter, and clothing, all these 3, are the elected officials. The energy is focusing completely out of all these 3, food, shelter, clothing, is into Meghan instead, Meghan and Harry. And then they're teaming up with the royal family whose income remain the same. Okay, whether there's inflation or no inflation, the economic is good or the economic is no good, the taxpayers' money remains the same. It's no problem to them. Okay, for the elected official to band together with a group of family whose income remain the same no matter how the economy is, and then you, the people, are suffering. Okay, they're not giving you the attention that you need. So this is something you guys need to reflect on. All right, then after the election, if it's you guys vote for this, then I guess I will have to see the whole country as the same. Okay, let's see here next. All right, They don't know anything about the deal, and it's driving them crazy. All right, so meaning that there's no leak coming out. All right. I mean, if you think about it, for the Sussexes to be doing so much good into the world, but for them to go undermine them, to undercut them. And I think some of those charities that they took Meghan and Harry out, and then to see how those negative voices for the monarch is creating. This is something they need to speak up, those charities, to say, you took two good people that was doing so good, making the charity work. Okay, people outside of the UK was supporting us. And then for you to take them out, I mean, this is really taking the heart out of the charity, it seems like. All right, when you look at some of those organizations that Meghan and Harry were supporting, in the midst of the pandemic, they were still surviving with whatever ideas Harry, Meghan, and have put into those charities. But the very beginning of the video that I recorded yesterday might seem a little bit contradict to what I'm saying here, but sometimes I look at the people that those charities are helping. All right, next, they still act like they own them. Go make your own money, but only if you struggle, so they can write stories about that. That's pretty much it. Okay, they don't care about Harry and Meghan's business. They want to squash all their revenue stream in the hope of bankrupting them. That's all. This is true. Okay, why MPs questioning Harry and Meghan business deal with Spotify? Why are they so bothered? They need to mind their own business. This is the thing. This is what the people of the UK have to call out foul. Why are they wasting their energy into that? Why are they talking to Spotify because of Harry and Meghan? Why not making deal where they could bring business back into the UK? Instead of talking to Spotify regarding Harry and Meghan. Who cares? And guess what? If Meghan and Harry don't create content for Spotify, Spotify could sue them. Are the UK gonna back them up for that? No, because it's not their name who's on the dotted line. It's Harry and Meghan's name who's on the dotted line. Nobody need to show me the contract. I know it is. Okay? Because if they make the deal, because if they get sued, it's not the British media or the MPs, whoever they are, who's gonna get sued, who's gonna have to cough up the money. It's Harry and Meghan who has to cough up the money if they don't produce. Okay? What are they gonna do to find out how much they got for the interview? They're gonna have a heart attack when they write their memoir. Oi, okay? Why won't they leave them alone? They left a year ago. The obsession of it all, okay? Because they're petty and mad. Okay, good gracious. Yep. All right. Let's see here. Spotify subscription increase after signing Harry and Meghan. Period. I'm so happy. What the hell does British want? Meghan and Harry will succeed. God is good for them. Okay, God is good for them. They want them to fail, be destitute, but most important, they want them back. Not them, just Harry. Okay, and have control over them, but they can't. It's scary to watch. The Sussexes need to up their security. This is not normal. Okay, that is true. So much hate. Yep. The British are in pain, not the Sussexes. Okay, media are actively brainwashing the public to keep their monarchy alive. Yep, because the thing is that the people who are in power right now, okay, the way the British system is set up is to their advantage. That's the thing. It's to their advantage. It's like the glass ceiling. I think I did a thumbnail where I put the glass is breaking. All right. It's at the brink right now. It's breaking because they are in control of that. It's not working. Many of the people are not buying it. And now we see the world is not buying their BS. People who were not into the British monarchy, the royalists, none of that, who were not into all of that, are now looking in it and say, what the F? What the F is going on here? Why are they like that? This is what got me into create this podcast. Okay, this channel. I've been looking, putting the the monarch into a pedestal. The fantasy that they were feeding me, I was buying it, and I see them for who they are, but I was not into their business, the ins and out, into how they work, how they do things. I just took the fantasy for what it is and then mind my own business. But once they started attacking Megan left and right, and I'm like, wait a second, a black American who raised by a black woman? No way. No way. I've talked about this. Go to some of my old videos. There's no way. And then I start looking in, asking why, and then I find more answers, and I'm like, heck, what the F? Okay, this is the way they are. And then that pedestal that I had put them on is completely underground right now. I think I even have thumbnails that have where is it? They digging underground, something like that. But anyway, I can't believe I spent that much on this one all along. Next tweet, let's see here. Okay, news: Harry and Meghan banned from using the what? Harry and Meghan banned from using the names quote Harry and Meghan end quote. Are you kidding me? And by the way, I didn't go in the article that from the last tweet that I read because I need to move on quick. The comments are good enough for me. All right, so there's 352 like, 126 retweet, and 84 comment. What's going on here? Okay, so does that mean we can use Meghan and Harry? Because she quoted, let's see, Harry and Meghan, so we could use Meghan and Harry. Oh, okay. You mean this guy changing name, will it be on the medal? Let's see here. Oh my lord. We know the story of this if you've seen a couple of my videos before. Okay, so this is a close-up of it. Okay, here's what they could be for. Okay, lanyard, the front door key. Okay, that's the lace, I guess. Here first medal. That's this. Dolittle Award. Dolittle. 5-minute Marine. There it is. Oh my lord. Campaign medal. Oh, what's this one? Bareface Chick Award. Shiny Head medal. It's a knockout 3rd place. Oh my god. There's 4 comment here. I was a Marine for 21 years. Okay, if Eddie got a medal for 5 minutes, I guess I saw this. I was in the Marine for 21 years. If Eddie got a medal for 5 minutes, I guess I would be highly decorated like Camp Generals then. Clown. This is it. This is funny. They have no other place to put their medals. And if it goes more into their pants, those medals might put their pants down. Oh my lord. All those medals? Oh my lord. That is funny. Okay, wow. Edward is a lot better looking than William, and that is saying something. Okay, Princess Diana is really bitchy slapping all her good looks out of that guy for the evil he did to his little brother. That's Shanae from the Martin. Alright, let's see here. This was the best for me. Quote, if anything, they should be able to use their faces either and should be forced to have plastic surgery to look like different people that aren't in the royal family. Okay, laugh so hard at this part, but their names will be given to Sophie and Edward, and part of the Rembrandt's project was hilarious. Oh, is this what I'm getting here? Wait a second. Okay, now I get it here. Okay, news: Harry and Meghan banned from using the names Harry and Meghan. Is this what they're trying to do? This position that the patronage that they used to use, are they trying to tell me, let's see, the position that they used to be in is gonna name Harry and Meghan? So whoever the next patronage will be putting as Harry and Meghan? You see what I'm saying? It's almost like, let's say, patronage is called Harry and Meghan. All right. Let's say the head of executive of that patron is no longer there, but the name still remain Harry and Meghan as the name of the thing, right? So even if the executive left, they could have another executive in charge of that particular patron organization, but the name of the organization still remain. So does that mean, let's say Princess Anne take Harry and Meghan's position, and then they're gonna call the position Harry and Meghan? Oh my lord, I don't know if I'm making sense, but that's what I'm seeing here. Okay, funniest satire I've read in a while. So many hilarious parts as others have highlighted, including this. Quote, as I understand it, continued Gay, the Queen would like them to use the name Stan and Mother. Okay, Stan and Mother? Oh my goodness. It would be funny if it wasn't plausible. Oh, good one. LOL. People just laughing. This is crazy. Wow, these names they're negotiating for hilarious. This is some face off kind of shit. Satire but what's scary is that I could see those kind of headlines happening. Look, thanks Harry and Meghan are away from those crackpots. Their names will now be distributed among rest of the remaining working royals. The decision was reached in 2 seconds. They're not thinking. These people are not thinking. When you make a quick decision and then in the long run, after you think about it, you realize how stupid it was. All right, so this is it. They're just digging themselves into a hole. Oh my god, good, love this. Okay, haha, you are hilarious. I love it. The name Meghan and Harry will be given to Edward and Sophie, so they will seem relevant in the contemporary Britain. So whenever they go to the patronages, that's funny as hell, but it's scary. What is it? When they go to let's say opening regarding the organization that they took over for Harry or Meghan or something, and they're gonna introduce him. This is Meghan and Harry, or Harry and Meghan. And the people's gonna scratch their head and say, that's not Harry and Meghan. There's one person. It's Edward. But anyway, these people are stupid. Oh my god. Well, those new monkers will sound better than them Eddie and Ford Fiesta Sophie. Okay? Alright, I'm gonna stop because let me see what else is there. Let me see if I have some bookmark. Alright, what is this here? UK MPs asking Spotify on the deal they have with Harry and Meghan in an attempt to generate negative headline. This is crazy. Alright, I went on that already, so it's probably another branch from that original tweet. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Alright. Okay, this is Royal Suitor. Okay, screenshot and other thing. Let's see here. The difficulty was that at the beginning there was the hope that Harry will come home alone, perhaps. Okay, that's from Emily Andrews. Let's see here. Okay, true. In some ways, the idea of a 12-month cooling off period so they could return, okay, if they wanted, was a good one. Was the good one, meaning only Harry. But that was never going to happen. Harry and Meghan made that clear right from the start. So hoi polloi has caused confusion as people thought, okay, there would be a review. Okay, and then it's truly disgraceful. This is another one here. It's truly disgraceful what they have done to him. But then I remember that they will gladly have him back. They actually really want him back, but without his wife and son. They really thought he wouldn't choose her in the end. Obviously, they didn't know him at all. That is true. Yep, that's from this. I think I read some part of it. Okay, I'm not a royalist in any way, shape, or form, but this I do agree. What is that? That's another retweet. It's like I'm going to the heart of this. All right, let's see this here. Okay. David Chamo, the government and the royal family made this boy walk through the street with his mother coffin to please the media. He then, I touched this base here on some very old videos where the reason that they made Harry and William walk behind the coffin is that Charles wanted to look good. Okay, someone brought that point up. Okay, it's from another tweet. It's Charles who wanted to do it, who wanted that minor praise. Okay, that few second praise, and forces his kids. okay, to do the same, because he knows if he is the only one walking behind the coffin, he's gonna be booed. Okay, so to get the to look good, he forced the kids to walk with them. Okay, that's this part here. All right, and then this is the thing here. They're trying to get a few second praise, and then it's creating another problem instead of doing the right thing. Okay, look at all this headache here. All this headache they're facing now is part of it is this. That little few minutes of praise that he forced his kids to do. Some of this outcry from the world is because of that. Okay, he then went on to serve in the military and on the front line in Afghanistan. He created the Invictus, that's Harry. He created the Invictus game because the government and media ignore injured war heroes. That is true. All right, this is someone who's, see, those two who are teaming up from that triangle that I was talking about, where you got the public, the government, and the British royal monarchy. All right, he rejected both of these, the government and the monarch. Okay, he was the monarch. He rejected that. All right, he rejected these two who still after him and his family. All right, so if the British people don't see that, my goodness, this is true. Okay. He has raised millions for charities and highlight the importance of mental health support. Okay, this what I got here is the fact that the way he worked with some charities, that's part of the people. Okay, the other branch of the UK system. Okay, he rejected the government and the monarch because he was part of the monarch. Okay, instead he went to the people. He helped the people. All right. So this other group that's hanging on the thread, it's the people who, if they vote for these people again, the PMs and all of that, okay, just say goodbye to your country. All right. Right now, the country is hanging on a thread. Okay, that's the people right now, and the people is gonna have to make a choice here. All right, and that's also part of the Commonwealth here. Okay, they're hanging on a thread. If the Commonwealth go, there's one little hair of the string is breaking off. Okay, and now the power that they want you to believe that they want you to believe, I believe, he is a traitor for protecting his wife and child from what he and his mother had to deal with. All right, okay, his wife, he's no betrayed of. He bring in someone, okay, which is Meghan, to help him with all of the work that he was doing. And he did say there's a lot of work to be done. He said it in his in his engagement. Oh, there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
Fell into her life, and the fact that I know the fact that she'll be really unbelievably good at the job part of it as well, is obviously a huge relief to me, because she'll be able to deal with everything else that comes with it. But no, you know, we're a fantastic team. We know we are, and we hope to, you know, over time, try and have as much impact for all the things that we care about as much as possible.
But do you have that sense of responsibility, Prince Harry, for what you're asking Meghan to do?
Of course, that sense of responsibility was essentially from day one, or maybe a couple of months in, when I suddenly realised, actually, this is, you know, I know that I'm in love with this girl, and I hope that she's in love with me. But we still had to sit down on the sofa, and I still had to have some pretty, you know, frank conversations with her to say that, you know, what you're letting yourself in for is, it's a big deal, and it's, you know, it's not easy for anybody. But I know that, you know, at the end of the day, she chooses me, and I choose her, and therefore, you know, whatever we have to tackle together or individually will always be us together as a team. So I think she's capable.
So
of,
nicely said, isn't it?
I don't know. But she's capable of anything. And together, as I said, there's a hell of a lot of stuff and work that needs doing. At the moment, for us, it's going to be making sure that our relationship is always put first. But no, look, both of us have passions for wanting to make change for good, and you know, with lots of young people running around the Commonwealth, that's where we're going to spend most of our time here.
All right, that's why he took so much time to choose a wife, because he wanted someone who is strong enough to help him with all the work that he sees that needs to be done. And he did bring one, and she did help some of the organization. And then many of them are still surviving because of what his wife did. All right? All right? Give your head a wobble if you think this boy has grown into anything, okay, but a national hero. All right? So this is where that thing originated. I think I bookmarked this, and then all of the other thing branches out, okay? And I think after this I'm done because I'm almost to an hour, right? Let's see here before I start reading. Oh, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right? You see, as I reach the bottom, it refreshes. All right? So let's go to the top. All right, so I just read this. Here are some of the comment here. I totally agree with all of this. Okay, with all of this. Let's see here. The only thing, there's the but, okay, that confuses me though, is the fact that they wanted to get away to get out of the spotlight of media. Nope, there's that thing. They still don't understand the word privacy. Oh my God, I used to think the Brits were so smart. Oh my Lord. But then they signed a deal with Netflix. Okay? They got out, so they didn't want you to pay for him, for their lifestyle. Okay? Let me get back to it. To their lifestyle. Okay? So they had to get a job, and that's what it is. Okay, they never said they wanted to. They didn't want to be in the public eye. They just wanted to privacy. There had to be a boundary between their public life and private life. Okay, this cannot be mingled altogether where there's no boundaries. All right. Okay, there's 481 likes and there's a lot of comment. If I go in that, then I think that will be it. Okay. All right, let's see here. Let me finish read some of his thing. But then they signed a deal with Netflix and an interview with Oprah, etc. Have you guys heard anything from Meghan and Harry defending whatever the tabloid have said? The only thing that I know is they sue their asses, okay? And Meghan just won a big thing on with his privacy case here, okay? That's the only thing we've heard so far, and some of the thing that came out of that, okay? Of that trial. Well, it wasn't a trial. That review, the summary review. All right, none of them ever come out and spoke. All right, so they have to tell their side of the story because the media seems to be was controlling them. All right, let's see here. There's the Sussex squad here. And I think after this, I'm done. As you can see, there's 103 comment. They never said they wanted to live a private life. You have been fed a diet of lies by your media, and you obviously can be bothered to seek the truth. They left because of the racist treatment from the family, press, and large section of the British citizen. All right, there it is. Some of the British citizen. I'm telling you, if some of you are watching my thing here, British citizens have a lot to reckon with. A lot. Otherwise, you're going to left in the dark. Okay, you're not going to have the world come into your rescue because guess what? Well, at least the UNICEF is there. But you guys get yourself out of the EU. So you're on your own. Okay? Sorry, sorry many do this. He should respect the Queen. What? If the Queen is not returning the respect, they've been respecting the Queen from the get-go, but the respect never returned. There's so much you can take. All right, let me just read this. These are things that come popping out of this. All right, because I follow her, I guess it's popping out of right in front. Let's see here. So you want those swipes to kill his wife like they kill his mother. What was disrespectful that he did? Exactly. Marrying a black woman is disrespectful to your welfare queen. That is true. So you are saying your queen is not only a thief, but she is also unabashed racist. Are you calling that? That is true. I'm telling you, Sussex Squad, they are, I don't know. I don't think I could be doing all of this. Going into all of those comments. I can't. The only thing I could do is what I'm doing right now. I can't. All right, let's go here. There's 1.9k likes, 64 retweet, and 5 comment here. Let me go into this and then I'll read some of that 103 here. Okay. BS, she never wanted to work or live in Britain. What? Are this guy crazy? What did she do? Why did she give up her career, her social media platform where she was making money off of? Are you kidding me? She'll leave his ass once she get enough money. Believe me, she would have done that a long time ago. Okay, let's see here. There's this. Yet you're here foaming at the mouth talking about her and giving her attention, which in turn make her money. You are not smart enough to see that if you just ignore her. Just won't make so much money. I said to Megan, get money. Her haters like you are fans of hers. That is true. All right, let's see. Oh my God, I'm branching out again. Let's see here. BS, she never wanted to work or live in Britain. It's like they didn't see what she did. All the things she gave up to get over there. I just read this. Okay, why so many determined to win their marriage? If they divorce, it will be their choice. No one. Okay, no one knows what goes on in a marriage except the two that are married. Okay, are you in a bad marriage? I hope not. I wish you happiness and the same for them. Megan is the only self-made millionaire in the royal family because you know her personally, right? Worry about yourself, please. She wasn't a very successful actress or anything before. She really needed the money. Okay, there's more. Yet you are here for me. Okay, there's this again here. Okay, actually she was very successful. Some of you go look at my video. I think not a A-list stuff like that. All right, her bills were being paid. Okay, just look at successful actresses who the headache that they're going through with all of those guys who were trying to take advantage of them. There's a price for everything. There is a price for everything. You either give up on yourself, okay? Open your legs to some, old wicked guy in Halloween, and I'm saying Hollywood, okay? Or remain, give yourself dignity and respect, okay? And still make money, all right? Just look at my video, not an A-lister, something like that. I mean, it's not the best thing, but it got some people angry. All right, once you look at it, then you see my point there. All right, actually she was very successful actress on her own charity too and helped many people within her community. Okay, it's literally a Google search, baby. Okay, these people are racist. They hate that a biracial American woman married their prince, not a lily white English rose. Okay, they can cry all they want. Harry and Meghan are not going anywhere anytime soon. They are putting money in their pockets, and the more they hate on her, especially. Okay, if she really need the money, she will have stayed in senior working. Okay, royal, shaking hands, smiling constantly, and cutting ribbons 6 weeks a year. Okay. All right, describing yourself isn't going to take away from Meghan's success. The more I see comment like this, the more I understand why people like you will never be on her level. Okay, jealous is a heavy load to carry. You need to admit to yourself that it's never going to happen for you. That is true. She was already multi-millionaire hater. Okay, and there's nothing funny in fact. Okay, except that she was. All right, 7th season, 7. Period. She was in a nice show for at least 6 seasons, so that's still more successful than 97% of the UK-based actors. That is true. That is true because I've come across a lot of British actors who had to leave Britain to come to the US to be recognized. Okay, one in particular, again, I keep on mentioning his name. Is it Elroy something? I have his picture somewhere. I'll show. I never knew he was English. Okay, one particular interview where he said he had to leave England to come to America to show his work, to display his work, because if he was in England, he will never be recognized. And he is a very successful actor. Okay, Meghan started making $50K an episode for Suit, assuming her salary remained the same to all 7 seasons. That's close to $10 million before tax. That's not counting royalties. Okay, and believe me, right now she's probably receiving royalty money from the Suit. Okay, she had monetized blog, designed clothing line, and endorsed deal. So how broke will call yourself? All right, so these are the people who probably follow her back then. Okay, the TIG and all of that. She was making money off everything. All right, this is the hand and glove that I'm talking about, where she's really good at that. And then there's Harry, who's good at creating charities and how the charities work and all of this. So it's hand and glove. All right, they both have their weaknesses and strongs. All right, let's see here. I'm exactly 1 hour. I don't need to go into all of this. I read a good portion of what I need to read. What else? Okay. All right, let's see here. Diana at the ballet performance at the Municipal Theater, Rio de Janeiro, 1991. All right, let's look at some pictures. Oh, what happened here? And there's that. I can't believe this child. This child must have been blind. Must have been blind to give up this. To give up this. My goodness. This is why, as I'm looking at this, I'm like, I think I've mentioned this before too. Girls who's doing some crazy stuff to themselves to be loved by a man. Just look at this. This. Full package, blonde, blue eyes, tall, strong. Look at her arm. She work out. You could see, her workout going to the gym is showing off here. Okay? Look at her shoulders. Look at her arm. The definition there. And this old rag gave up all of this for another rag of himself. Oh my goodness. My goodness. My goodness. Even though he married her young, she had her head on her shoulders. She was strong as hell. And they thought they were going to take advantage of her. But instead, she was shedding light. Okay? Shedding light into what was going on in there. And she gave up her life for that. I mean, if some British citizens are not seeing this, she gave up her life. Okay? To shed light onto the injustice that's going on with the British system. She's a martyr. Okay? If people don't see that, my goodness. There's 7 comment here. Let's see. She looked quite thin in this picture. Her bulimia. I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. But I look at the muscle definition here. Okay? There's a different kind of skinny. Okay? Where you don't see any definition or nothing. Alright? You see there's look at the forearm here. The forearm here. And that's something Harry, I think, took it from her. When you look at Harry's forearm, it's like a Popeye kind of thing. All right? And then look at here. The delt. Okay? There's the cup. When you're working out, this needs to be round. And there it is. All right? It's round. All right? That's the shoulder that I'm always talking about, Megan. All right? Okay, she knows her body. She knows she could pull this dress off. There's some people you will not pull that up if you don't have good strong shoulders, and I'm seeing this. Okay, I think the reason that person made that comment is that the collarbone that she sees here. But when you look at the neckline here, all right, okay, that's really good. There's the round, the cup round of the delt, the forearm, the bicep, and all of this is very strong and thick. All right. No, she only look at the collarbone and thinks that's the bulimia. Nope, I don't think so. All right, my baby sister. Don't remember this dress at all. Stunning, Rihanna. All right, honey, the connection I feel when I look at her is just so pure. All right, let me look at this. And by the way, some of the videos that have these clips I got flagged for, I was gonna cut them out, and I decided to challenge it and see if they will remove the, how do you call this, the flag and the copyright thing. Okay, because it's not the whole thing that I take. All right, so after this, that's it, and there's plenty more. I love how she clapped back at this Megan hater. All right, Natasha DeVoe take on a caller accusing Megan Markle attention seeking. All right, let's hear.
Clear, to be honest.
Oh, I didn't hear.
Okay, Brenda, well, clearly not a fan of Meghan. I have to say, it's like we have learned nothing from what happened with Princess Diana, that we have these people who speculate based on whether or not somebody is holding hands from the front or the back. That's a famous trope that body language so-called experts refer to, who take a gazillion pictures of these women and create these narratives about them being controlling and jealous and attention-seeking. It's like reminiscent of medieval witchcraft. They'd be burned if they lived in a different century. And then these kind of passive noble men that we imagine that they've bewitched, and we are obsessed with them to the extent that in the case of Diana, she died in the case of Meghan, there is so much speculation about this woman. And when you take away all of the gossip and the hearsay, I cannot see that Meghan Markle stands for anything other than good. She's a feminist. She believes in equality. She's spoken about Black Lives Matter. It seems to me that she just wants everybody's lives to be a little bit better, including her husband Harry's. I've got a lot of time for Meghan Markle. I'm not a royalist by any stretch of the imagination. Do I think that taxpayers' money could be spent better than on the royal family? Yes, of course I do. But we have a royal family. This is the situation we find ourselves in. So, yeah, if you're going to come at me with this anti-Meghan sentiment, you had better be match fit.
She doesn't play. All right. So some of the thing that I was saying about the Brit citizen, she just punched me in the face and say, I'm a Brit, and I agree with you in this. All right. So these are the people. Okay. When you have the mic, you tell the truth. You tell the truth. Okay. This is it. All right, she is brilliant. Yeah, I hope we see more and more of these haters being shut down on all platforms. Fantastic, good common sense. Really, good job. Is there an audio? Let's see here. All right. So the thing is that here, I'm assuming, I don't know what the question was, and that the thing is that triangle of a government that I'm talking about, the citizen, the people they elect, and then the monarch. She just explained this right there. All right. She tells you, she already told you, if you're going to come and talk to me about something, this is my stance. All right. I don't agree with the monarch, the way they're taking out taxpayers' money and things like that. She already told you. So when you come and speak to her, where you're going to think you're going to get one side of the thing, of the coin, and, where she's going to be favoritism to somebody, she already tell you up in front. She's not going around the bush with you. All right. So if you're going to create an argument, you already know her stance. And then she also made it clear that this is the life where we live in. This is what we have as a government, the three branches, the citizen, the government, the people you elect, and the monarch. So she tell you this is what we are in. I have to deal with it, but I don't see why our taxpayers have to go to the monarch, that kind of thing. All right. That's how I'm seeing it here. All right. So this is where the British people have to come out and said, no, okay, I'm suffering here. My tax dollars going to some group of people who's capable of working. Okay, they're young, they fit. All right, besides the queen who's old age. Okay, and then they save enough money for those who are in the 70s to live off. But the youngest, that's it. Like the William, the Kate generation, or even who else who's slightly older than William, okay, who's probably in their 40s, even their 50s, because you still have people in their 50s is working, so these people, the taxpayers, should cut it loose at some point. Enough, because these people could work. All right, let me see here. I know you guys were seeing this here, so let me show you. Okay, it's not that much. All right, let me show you some pictures here. On this day 2 years ago, okay, Meghan and Harry, I think she was pregnant here. Look at this. So in love. I'm telling you, whenever they are together, their body have to touch. It's that magnet. They have to pull each other closer. And I remember the couch coming with that big ass couch, and literally Meghan is sitting on Harry's lap. All right, there she is working. Okay, working with the people. Look at the eye contact. Picture tells a lot. Okay. I see that thing in her. That's probably where she was overseas somewhere. All right. She was into all of this. Nobody was forcing her to do it. Many of the royals, I think they're forcing them to do those work. If it's up to them, they'd be partying. They'd be, some of the thing we're hearing left and right, pedophilias and all of that. All right. They need to go work, be busy to live. If they're busy, they'll leave our kids alone. All right. There she is here. Look at them. Like a bus. Okay. There she is. When she's sitting somewhere, all right, she do her postures very well. This must have been someone in the crowd, because usually when you're seeing not professionals, those tabloid pictures is from the front. This has to be someone who took it him or herself, and then probably in the South Africa tour or something like that, while they were sitting, waiting. All right, they were on the side and they took a picture of them from this side. All right, so I'm gonna stop here. I'm an hour and 14 minutes on this part, and I'm gonna include a little recording that I did yesterday. All right, I'm telling you, things is popping up, so I need to stop at some point because I need to give my computer up later. All right, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I don't even think I'm gonna record tomorrow because I have to take the kids somewhere. All right, thanks for watching.